Hello. Hi. So I'm Steve, I work at Gearbox Software. Nice to meet you guys.
Hi, Steve.
Hi.
Hi, Steve.
Our drivers today are Matt Charles and Kelly Romeo. Matt right here on my left, he's actually the producer of Borderlands 2. Everybody applaud Matt. Yes. Thank you for being a driver, Matt. Alright, so how many of you guys, you familiar with the first Borderlands? You played the first Borderlands? Fuck yes. Alright, easy. This is great then. Alright, then I imagine you all know Borderlands was first announced way back in 2007. And then how many of you guys were here in 2009 when we actually, the very first time we let people play Borderlands in public was here at PAX. How many of you guys, did any of you guys see that one? Yeah, that's exactly. So we were freaking out in 2009. We were very, very, very scared. Right around then they were in the middle of Call of Duty, whatever, 56 and Halo, whatever, like they were all coming in 2009. And we were just with our goofy ass art style saying, just begging gamers to please give our poor little game a chance. Give Borderlands just a little look. And it's turned out pretty well for us. And our feeling at Gearbox and myself is that PAX and the gamers that came to PAX, who came and played Borderlands and told everyone about it, you guys, that was the turning point for what made Borderlands a success. So our feeling is thank you to all of you, the gamers who come to PAX to check out all the games and tell your friends, thank you so much. All of you guys is why Borderlands is such a success. We greatly, greatly appreciate it. It's such a big deal. So thank you guys. Yes, you guys. Alright, so speaking of sequels, now here's the deal though, we're not so against the idea of a sequel at Gearbox. We think if somebody made a game and a bunch of people liked that game and they want more of that kind of thing, that's probably good news. That means the game was fun. So where we're against at Gearbox is the idea of a quick little turnaround, 1 year, some levels, and a put a 2 on the box sequel. Yes, fuck that. So at Gearbox in 2009 when we finished Borderlands, we decided to do a true, ambitious, very, 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 very tough sequel. So we've been at this for a couple of years now. It's 2011 now. This isn't going to come out this year. This is still a ways to go. But we wanted to do a true sequel, and we were excited to share it with you guys here at PAX, as we believe PAX is so important. We want to show you guys an early look at where we're at right now. Now this is an ambitious sequel, which means every major system, AI, UI, character classes, gun system, everything, we've either gutted to replace the whole thing or majorly overhauled. So this is a big deal. We were really, really proud of this. So let's get to it. Matt, go. So here we are. This is about a third of the way into the game now. So we are a new adventurer, and we have just been in a confrontation with Handsome Jack of Hyperion. Now he's left us for dead out here in the Arctic, and we believe a friend of ours is being held captive by Hyperion out here as well. So we're going to try to rescue our friend and to exact our revenge against Handsome Jack of Hyperion. So let's go find him. Of course, new creatures, but here we are, guns. You guys remember when we were selling Borderlands, we were like, millions of guns, we're crazy. So we loved that. We loved how the gun system worked out, but we thought something we could do more was more visual and gameplay diversity with the weapons. We wanted it more than just a little stat perk. We wanted it to be more than that. So we gutted the whole darn gun system. There were no guns in Borderlands 2 for about a half a year. So, yeah, it was a little weird. So, now we have the new gun system up and running, and this is the first one you got to see here. This is TDR. TDR, so you see the little bit of metal and plastic mix. Actually looks a little cheap. These guys are the Walmart to gun manufacturers. TDRs make cheap, disposable guns. So you don't ever reload a TDR, you always just toss them away. These are like big razors. You just use them a little bit, fire them off, and just toss them every time. Alright, keep going. So, yes, so every gun manufacturer, they're going to have themes like this. We want gamers to be able to look at a weapon and understand what goes on behind it. Now another system we looked at was the AI system. What we wanted in Borderlands 2, we wanted less predictable AI. The way you do that is give the AI more possibilities to do more things. So these guys, for example, sometimes, and this is different every time, now they're just up in your shit. But sometimes these guys will grab stalagmites, sometimes these guys will grab that broken down car over there, sometimes these guys will grab people. Bully Mom can pick up and throw anything. Other times they'll just go to high ground and pounce down and do a pouncing attack. They just had a thing for that on this one though, so. There you go. Wow. Yes. So another one of the side effects of the TDRs is if Matt chooses to just dispose of the gun early on, the number of bullets in the clip actually affects how much damage he does and if he stuns an enemy. Oh yeah, let him grab it. So these guys will grab all kinds of random things like that. That's fun. There you go. Alright, we brought another weapon in here. We have a bandit weapon. Alright, grab it. So, in Borderlands, you guys remember the bandits? You guys remember those? They built like the shack over here even. The bandits built their own things. So we figured they really probably should build their own weapons. Now bandits aren't really engineering majors though. So you look at this turd is just jammed together bits and parts, nuts and bolts. So the bandit weapons, what you're going to run into is this kind of look and feel, but also what bandits know best is lots of bullets, lots of fun. So every bandit weapon you get is going to have a giant clip. See, 72 rounds in this one. So the bandit weapons, when you have these, you barely ever have to reload. All right, so we put this poor little soul out here. Just want to shoot him. Go ahead. So he's dead. All right, grab his car. Vehicle system. Yes, entirely redone vehicle system. Every major system. So you remember in Borderlands, you're driving a vehicle, you run into a rock. That was a rewarding experience that it just stopped your car. So we decided we wanted to try something different. So we redid the entire physics system. This one's got a 4-wheel independent suspension. You'll see when it travels over things. Also, 4-player co-op, 4-player vehicles. So we thought about that a little more. Here we go. All the vehicles you're going to be able to support 4 players, guys in the back, things like that. Now one of the goals of Borderlands 2 was a living, breathing world. The way you do that is through all kinds of little things. It's not one quick fix. So you see all this motion and energy and things going on throughout the world. We want, when a gamer goes to an environment, we want them to feel like there's something happening before they got there, something will keep happening after they leave. So the way you do that is, yes, things like that, the way you interact with AI, the way you run over things, we want to all have convincing results. It's no longer, say, if you hit a skag and things just pop down and roll over your hood. All these things, whenever you interact with life and you see life, it's more convincing. Oh, hey Matt, you look lost. Perhaps you should use your mini-map. Yes, mini-map. Another one of the little goals we had, less time in menus, mini-map in the corner solves that. Yes, imagine that. Yay! Alright, so, back to our mission. Now we're trying to get through the bloodshot slums here. So there are now factions of bandits in Borderlands, different alliances, different factions. Now the bloodshot bandits are holding the dam, and the Hyperion guys are up on top. Yes, these guys. So we put a bunch of new systems into the AI. So you'll see some guys getting knocked down, some guys getting staggered, some guys dodging and rolling. A whole bunch of new states of AI. See, there's your knockdown, here's your injured state. I wanted to get you guys to see that now it's no longer alive, dead. Now there's all kinds of different interactions with AI. Now these are just psychos though, so you just kind of put their face in front of those. So you'll see more intelligent guys plus those systems. Perfect. Marauder, he's probably going to run for cover. He throw a grenade and he's going to run. Now what we've done with the AI, in addition to just making them a little bit smarter, we started to get them to actually cooperate. So you see one guy will pop up and start giving fire, and then the next guy he'll pop up and start throwing a grenade. They'll do all kinds of different things where they actually communicate now. You'll also see an alpha of the group, or oftentimes he'll start directing the group. And when you get down to one guy, he'll start to retreat and try to get back to his group. And then when they get back to a larger force, they'll rally and come at you again.
So if you take out the alphas, anything useful happen?
Yes. Also, one of the little goals was having the AI be able to go anywhere you can go. So you saw the guy climbing over the fence here. You'll see other guys going up stairways, things like that. What we want to have happen. So oftentimes in Borderlands and many games, you'll get to a stairwell and you'll just take 3 steps up and you'll see the AI guy come around the corner and he's like, oh, stairs. And he just freezes. So, yes. Yeah, so now you see this guy jumping up, doing things that you can do. No longer do you think about what the do's and don'ts of the AI are. You just think about combat and engaging in the game. Alright, we're done through our fun talking points. Now, cool shit.
It's time for the big gun!
We love dumb shit at Gearbox. We love it, but there's gameplay even on this even. Matt's gonna be able to knock that chain off hopefully and set the midget free. Yeah, he's excited. So as I mentioned, factions. So midgets don't get along with nomads. Oh yeah, it's sad. So you can take advantage of situations like this. So oftentimes you'll have different guys distracted with different things, and you can come in and attack. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that was violent. That was... You're a killer. Yes, UI! 3D! Wiggle it! Wiggle it! 3D! So UI, now you guys asked for a split screen, better support. We fixed all that. There's no longer scrolling from one stick, doing the other stick to select things. Works great in split screen. PC support also. You can use a mouse cursor to select your skills. All those little things you guys were asking for, we worked really, really hard. So the UI entirely redone. So it's better support all kinds of playing situations. Now you are the Gunzerker. So you remember the Berserker in Borderlands. Lots of fun, go crazy with your fists, go and start those tight combat situations. Downside though is you couldn't use guns anymore. And we thought, well, we should put guns in those hands when this guy goes crazy. Now we have a Gunzerker. So the Gunzerker, you imagine he goes crazy, now he can dual wield any 2 weapons in the game. So not just rifles, pistols, he can dual wield machine guns, rocket launchers, you name it, the Gunzerker can dual wield it all. Alright, let's go. We're good. Torg, another manufacturer. The theme for these guys is ammo types. So this one, it has little mini jet, little rockets. So you can imagine a shotgun blast with 8 little mini rockets. Very cost efficient. Alright, so a little behind the scenes stuff. You guys remember the quest eligibility nonsense you guys get frustrated with sometimes? We hated that too. So we put a lot of work actually into fixing this. So what happens is so we have Matt and Kelly here, right? They play together 5-10 hours. Kelly has to run off to whatever he's got going on. Bar mitzvah, parole hearing, Kelly. So Kelly comes back after his serving his thing, and now he's no longer eligible for quests. Really, really annoying, and they can't play together for the rest of the time. So quest system reworked. Now he can actually scene back together again. You can play together more. We want people to play together as much as they want. So Borderlands 2, we worked a lot on that. Yes. Yes. So Kelly is playing as Maya. She is our new siren. Every siren is unique in the world of Pandora. I'm not allowed to tell you what she does. It's mysterious. It wouldn't be mysterious if I showed you. So mysterious and powerful. So we're going to rescue our friend. We believe he's here at the dam top. Look off to your left. So, our team right here, look down. Our team, lots of research. We went out on the internet, did a lot of looks, and we found this color green. Right here, we found that and we thought that'd be great, so we're going to put that in Borderlands 2. So you're going to start with green. We found colors and now all part of Borderlands 2. You're seeing green, blue, it's amazing. Other thing about this actually is, so you look out to the distance, you have Hyperion City here, you have the grasslands here, some other stuff, you have Pipeline, Desert. So what we've done in Borderlands 2, this is all geographically correct. So when you see something to your west, you go there, you'll end up there. Who knew? Yes, you can touch it, yes. Yes. Alright, so let's go find a friend. Yes, so we love the original player classes and we wanted to bring them back. So they're now part of the storyline and you're going to learn what has happened to these guys in the 5 years that have gone by since the events of Borderlands. So Roland here is now a prisoner of Hyperion by Handsome Jack. So you want to rescue him so you can get your revenge. You're also going to run into Lilith, Mordecai, and Rick. They're all part of the storyline. What you may have also noticed was those guys were combat engineers. Hyperion was originally a mining corporation, so Handsome Jack has repurposed Hyperion to be more of a war machine. So early on in the game here, you're running into these guys who are formerly engineers. You're going to run into maybe robots. Maybe. Oh, robots! So you run into these loader robots. So you're early on in the game, you run into these repurposed mining corporation guys. And when you get deeper, you're going to see the full war machine of Hyperion. Hyperion makes I can answer more stuff later. Here. Turn it up. Oh yes, so lots of variants of all the enemies. You guys remember so much of Borderlands. We love just twisting around all these different guys. Oh yes, we also love Terminator, so we that. So they were carefully named EXP loaders. You're right. Ooh, fireworks. Yes. So, robot reinforcements from the moon base. Very, very important to all video games. Borderlands 2, of course, features this. Gunzerker, these guys. So I said, any two weapons in the game, the Gunzerker can dual wield. Additionally, you'll sometimes find different sets of weapons that work together and complement each other. So you'll find one weapon actually amplifies the damage of another weapon if you pair them together just right. You can have hot swapping different sets for the Gunzerker to use based on the environment, who you're fighting against. Yeah, you can do it. Do it. He's gonna shoot. Kill him. Oh, so violent. So as you see, Hyperion Corporation does not get along with the Bloodshot Bandits. Oh wait, so this thing's moving, and so you'd probably noticed that by now. Not a big deal, it's moving, that's great. But what this is all about is the entirely rewritten quest system. We now have situations where we can connect the story to the quest that you're on. So we had to redo the whole thing so you can have things like a moving quest. We want less of a fetching, return situation, more we have long, winding adventures in Borderlands 2. So you aren't just going to grab something and go tell the really, really annoying robot what you did. We have this guy here because we wanted you to see what happens when you get deeper into the game. You're going to start running into the AI cooperating on the Hyperion side as well. So right here we have these guys healing the warloader. Other times you're going to see other AI accelerating damage and amplifying damage. And what we want to have happen in combat in Borderlands 2, you see how man has to reprioritize the targets? You start thinking tactically about combat. It's no longer just whoever is closest to you. So flat off. Yes. Yes. Back home we call that the bullet hose. The flat off. These guys, as you see, the minigun, that rotating barrel, you're going to see that on every flat off gun. That's going to be on shotguns, machine guns, rocket launchers, all of it. You're going to have different barrel counts, but it's always going to be that spinning, crazy ass barrel. You also see the surveyor here, for example, it'll start reflecting bullets if he's not healing. You'll see these guys have different functions. They are a pain in the ass. I don't really have an explanation for that. Huge jump. There you go. This is the war machine. So, that was just a little piece of Borderlands 2. Thank you guys so much for making this possible for us. We are so grateful for the PAX and the guys who come here. You guys made Borderlands 2 happen. Thank you so much.